Push a man, put your hand on my thigh. I need chills up and down my spine. Baby, can you get me high? Push a man, put your hand on my.
Hello there, this is Ron Wills, and today I want to tell you to ball out. Now, for those who are not familiar with that term, it's basically a slang term. It means just to go all out, just to do what you gotta do, like play fully. I heard that term recently on this TV show, cable TV show called Friday Night Tykes. It's a show about these, reality show about these little 10, 11-year-olds playing football, and it was very, very interesting. But one of the coaches it was a championship game, and one of the coaches told his players to ball out. And I like that term. It's interesting because I usually talk about relationships, and that's what people know me for, and that's what sells for me. But if you really look at my books, it's not even really just about relationships, but about success in life. In fact, a lot of the men, many of the men who have read my book, embraced the principles I talked about, I'm most proud of them not because they got some, quote unquote dimes or fine women or beautiful women or their sex life increased. I'm proud of them for the fact that something that I wrote inspired them to greatness to do their own thing. I mean, I have guys out there, they flipping houses now. They are motivational speakers. They have media shows. And, that's the thing is they balled out. And my message today is simple. I don't want to talk about how a man could improve his quote unquote game, or, what women are doing jacked up. No, I want to just tell you, men and women, whoever wants to watch this thing, to ball out. Because it's not even just about, just doing your best, but really doing your greatest, to doing what you have to do to succeed, to doing everything that you have to do to your utmost ability. If you have a job and your sole job is to sweep a floor, it's to sweep it the best it's even been swept, to sweep it to the point somebody can eat off that floor. If your job is to fold clothes at a department store, it's to do that job the best. It's no matter what. I mean, yeah, it's used in sports. It just means go all out. If you want that championship, hey, you might have to run that extra mile. You might have to go in the gym and lift that extra weight. In fact, I'm just coming back from the gym. And sometimes to do that extra weight, I'm just like, don't even feel like it. I could give up. And I'm like, nah, Ron, you got to ball out. You got to ball out. And that's what I'm telling people. You have to ball out. Because I'm going to tell you what. I remember a quote I saw, and it was on an inspirational video, about the greatest place where you'll find a lot of ideas, a lot of inventions, is a graveyard. That's because people took it to their death with them. They didn't ball out. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, just from what I do, just from talking with people. Yeah, I talk with people about relationships, but also talk with them about success. Because it's something I know about. Everything I put my mind to, I've succeeded at. I mean, if you even think about the fact that you're watching this video. I mean, I remember years ago when I first started saying I wanted to be a writer, man, I had some women especially, just laughed at it. I mean, never mind, they had no idea whether I could write. And I only recall one of them even saying, well, are you good at writing? No, they just laughed at it because a lot of people are really content to live a mediocre life. They're content to go day to day and maybe dream about doing something or maybe talk about doing something, but they won't do the work. They won't do the work. They're not going to ball out. No, I balled out. I did what I had to do. I didn't learn anything about publishing or writing stories in school. A couple of schools I went to some very good schools, didn't learn about it there. You know, I did the studies, I read books, I did what I had to do. I learned from my mistakes. I mean, some of my earlier works, well, let's just say I would make an editor very rich. But you know what? I improved. I did what I had to do. I took criticism, took constructive criticism, and I balled out. I just said, look, I'm going to do better. And that's with everything. You know, I talked before about back in the day when I had all this going for me, but I had a little bit too much weight on me. I balled out. You know, I was getting to the point I could sprint 2 miles. I ain't saying like jog it or, just run it, sprint 2 miles, because I had to ball out. You know, I had to get myself in the same shape as a damn Navy SEAL, because I balled out. And, that's what I'm telling y'all. Ball out. I don't care what you want to do. I don't care what your dream is. You know what? If your dream is to make, foods, pies for somebody. Yeah, y'all know I love some pies, so hit me up if you do, if that is your dream. Trust me. Yeah, come holler at a brother. If your dream is to make pies, you got to ball out. You got to find everything you need to know for it. And that means even the little stuff. You got to sweat the details. And I see that with a lot of people. They don't sweat the details. They don't ball out. Or the first time they come across some resistance, they just give up. They don't ball out. They just give up and then just say, well, they were just better. They run across some obstacle. If they playing ball or something, they come across somebody who look like they bigger and stronger. It's like, I can't beat them. Nah, they need to just go out there and ball out. I'm a big college basketball fan. This recent NCAA tournament, the best, most talented team didn't win. And every year, the most talented team never wins. And it's not to take away from the eventual champion. But, and this is just reality. That's why you get so many upsets. One team will have lesser talent than the other one. You got some team, they can't even barely make a layup. And then the other team, they can put on a dunk show. Yet that team that can barely make the layups and stuff, they go and ball out. And, it's just, and that's sports, that's life, especially life. Sometimes people might start on some job and they don't like it, but they have a bad attitude all the time. But they gotta just ball out. Ball out, do what you gotta do. Just learn what you have to learn, and then something might click. And then that's how you move up in life. That's how you really succeed in life. Too many people have that lottery mentality. They think they can write a book, write a song, or go on one of these reality TV shows and win some contract. And that's why you see millions will do some of these talent shows. They thinking, they don't even have talent. Nah, but the real workers, they'll start at the bottom. They'll grind it out. That's a lot of entertainers. Like these $1 million entertainers, they started out like doing whatever. Maybe singing in front of 2 people. I know this prominent relationship expert. I'll call his name. I don't usually call names. Michael Baisden. Y'all look him up. I remember when that dude was talking to people in front of like vending stands. And he got to the point he was doing his own national radio TV show and a lot of other things. Another prominent person, Steve Harvey. And that person, I believe he was selling cars or something. But he balled out. And, just going through life, you just got to do the work. I mean, I wrote a blog. One of my favorite blogs on my website was Do the Work. And part of that work is just balling out, just going for it. Just doing what you got to do. Just going hard. Because here's the thing with going hard. That creates success. That creates the luck. People see, you work hard, you do something well. People see that. They notice that. They want to be a part of that. If you're a person trying to move up on your job, you ball out. They see you working hard, you trying to learn. They're gonna try to find ways to advance you. They're gonna try to find ways to give you more money. They're gonna appreciate that because you balled out. If you want your own business, especially if you want your own business, one of the things I talk about, I really promote, is being an entrepreneur. I tell people, in fact, I said in Nice Guys and Players, every man should have some type of side business. If you're a street cat, some type of hustle. I don't care if you making 6 figures, have some hustle. And I know some cats, they making 6 figures and still got a side hustle. Don't even need the side hustle, but they doing it anyway and they balling out. You know, you gotta, you know, if you like got that hustle, you know, you might have to start off selling stuff on the street, maybe at vending shows. You might have to go sell stuff out the trunk of your car. And I've literally sold my book out the trunk of my car. I had to ball out. You know, I remember a time I went to this vending event back in the 90s. I had just a bunch of pamphlets and a few other things, and the prices ranged from $1 to $3. I went to this thing. I just had the gas in my car. I had zero money in my pocket. I didn't even know how I was going to eat. I think I might have been able to bring some water. That was about it. But I balled out. You hear what I'm saying? I balled out. I left that place, and 8 hours of work had over $100. And think about, I'm selling some stuff for $1 to $3. So you know how many people I had to talk to get to that point. And after every sale, like I had a couple young girls, they were in like a table next to me. They were like tripping because every time I make a sale or just be standing there, I'd just be dancing because I was just having a good time. You know, and I made so much money. I mean, I didn't even have to I was able to eat well. Even met this fine young lady there because she was like, damn, this dude doing his thing. But I balled out. I just went for it. I ain't have any excuses. I ain't say, oh, woe is me. I balled out. I just went hard. And that's just life. So, you know what? Take away from that video. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what it is. I don't care what other people think. If you feel like that's what you're supposed to do and that's what you want to do, ball out. You know, even if you're in a job that, you know, you might not like it from there, ball out anyway, because you never know what'll come from it. So, anyway, that's the video for today. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace and blessings.
Push 'em man, put your hand on my thigh. I need chills up and down my spine. Baby, can you get me high? Push 'em man,